We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this special report out of Lake Sumter State College. I'm Lori Farfaglia. We're getting word that a peaceful protest has turned ugly during a meeting of the Lake Legislative Delegation while discussing the controversial issue, guns on campus. We now turn to LSTV's Ricardo Rojas with the latest. Ricardo?
I'm here with John Harold from the Public Official Office. And John, can you please tell us exactly what happened here today?
Sure. This morning, the Lake County Legislative Delegation was on hand here at the college to discuss the proposed legislation that would allow people to carry guns on college campuses. It was during Carrie Baker's opening remarks to the delegation, urging them to support the measure. One of the protesters actually approached the podium and shoved him. We obviously had two deputies on hand that were able to quickly intervene and quell the situation, but they were able to get him under control. They've arrested him, charged him with simple battery against Mr. Baker. Another group began to scuffle over in the corner, at which point a young man was injured. He sustained a possible concussion, so they arrested a young lady for that battery as well. We requested EMS to respond. They came in, treated him, and then actually transported him to Leesburg Regional Medical Center with a possible concussion.
Thank you, Mr. Harold.
Thank you.
Back to you, Lori.
Thank you, Ricardo. And right now I'm getting word that we have Lake County property appraiser Carrie Baker standing by. Let's go back out to the field for that interview.
Al Minner here with Lake Sumter TV, and I'm standing here with our property appraiser Carrie Baker after he got pushed by an angry student today.
And I was just giving just my opinion about why it might be a good idea and why they ought to consider it, when this young man that obviously differed in opinion just stood up, interrupted. You know, he was acting, quite frankly, in a violent sort of manner. We need to have a civil discussion about this issue, and when those type of actions interfere with that, you know, the citizens aren't served the way they should be.
Now, at Lake Sumter TV, we understand that the student who pushed you, his name was Dwayne Smith. We also understand that he's going to get charges pressed against him for assault. What's your position on that?
Well, I don't plan on pressing charges. Now, if somehow the young man has a history of violence, then probably we ought to consider it. But if he just let his passion get to him, I mean, I don't want him saddled with the record. I mean, what he did was wrong and inappropriate, but I'd rather not press charges.
All right, thanks, Carrie. Appreciate it.
You.
And that was LSTV political correspondent Al Minner. Well, at the center of this heated debate, after all, are the students. Right now, reporter Danny McLaughlin is standing by with reaction from some of the students' protesters. Danny?
And what are your thoughts on the issues at hand? Are you for or against everything that was spoke about today?
Well, I am for gun control on campus. I don't see a problem with it, and I support it.
Thank you very much, Kaylee. We also have Sarah Johnson here, who is the opposite.
I feel like the way that Dwayne approached this was it was acceptable, because through what we've been doing, just a simple protest is not going to bring anyone awareness.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
Back to you, Lori.
Thanks, Danny. Just to recap this morning's events, a peaceful protest turned ugly during a meeting of the Lake County Legislative Delegation. The group was meeting to discuss the controversial issues, guns on campus. We'll have more on this story tonight on News First at 6. And now we return you to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm Lori Farfaglia, and you're watching LSTV.